I cannot express how happy I am, if even only for a few minutes, the coffee shop owner has finally returned. He's not only the best character in this show, I think he's the best supporting character in this season. He is so entertaining, he is so pure, he is just a sweet, honest guy, and he gets wrapped up into situations that just make me crack up, and I hope this isn't the last we're gonna see of him before this season ends. I've been saying, we need to see this guy again, or otherwise my enjoyment for the series definitely will go down, not because the show is horrible without him, just because he's such a brilliant presence with the rest of the cast, the angels and the demons here. This episode was great. Honestly, this was a fantastic episode, one of the best episodes in my opinion. Vinay, as well as Gab, both aren't doing so well with their individual groups. In terms of Vinay, her, demon rank is going down because she literally acts like an angel. She's a nice, innocent, honest girl. And then with Gab, her angel rank's going down because we see how much of a, scum and just horrible person and just kind of, I care for myself and not others, which is what the angels should be doing. So I like that because I haven't really thought of that, but I did always enjoy that they are opposite of what they should be, but we haven't seen a negative effect on the characters who are like that. We have Satanya, we have Vinay, we have Gab, we have all of them, and they're opposite of what they should be, but we haven't seen a negative effect for that, besides the characters just saying, you should be acting like this because you're an angel, or you should be acting like this because you're a demon. So I like that there is, it doesn't seem majorly like, oh man, these characters are screwed because of this, but I do like how they introduce that element, so we do see there is a negative effect if they don't act like the way they should. So it's a nice little touch that, though I wasn't really thinking of it in the back of my mind, we really need to see some negative effects on these characters for the way they're acting. I'm glad they did introduce that for this episode. But watching Vinay this episode, go to the coffee shop, have a nice talk with the coffee shop owner, he's just like, this girl is the best, she always compliments my blend, I'm gonna help her out. What's wrong? I just don't know how to be bad. And the progression from him being like, this honest, perfect girl, why does she want to be bad? To him giving her advice on how to be a bad girl, say bad to the bone, skip class, or don't take notes in class, just watching Vinay try to be bad, and Gab is just kind of looking at her being like, what's up with her today? I don't care. I'm Gab, I just don't care. But when Satanya compliments her being like, yeah, you're sticking it to the man because you're not obeying the fashion sense, and that smack she gives her, I just love how slowly but surely she thought she was becoming more of a badass when in reality she was just being typical Vinay, and I thought it was a brilliant comedic scene throughout the first half of the episode. I mean, this is why I like the coffee shop owner. I mean, he gets wrapped up in his situations he doesn't understand either. He thinks Gab is a foreigner, and that's why she's just a bitch. But then with Vinay, he doesn't really know, but she's such a nice girl, he wants to help her. But then even in the second half of the episode, I thought it was fairly good as well. As Vinay catches a cold, she has to stay home, and there was some nice comedic gags with the rest of the cast there, them coming over, pretty much just being horrible people, bugging her when she's sleeping. But I thought when we saw Gab come on over and pretty much give her homework, say, hey, I brought you your homework, and there's an extra copy for me, I figure, let's kill two birds with one stone, why don't you do mine? And she kicks her out, but then you also see that she did bring her food and medicine and things like that. So you do get a sense that though Gab is kind of all about herself and she seems to not care, there is still a sense that there is still that original pure girl inside her, though it may be clouded in darkness and just corruption, she still does care for her friends, so it was a nice little touch there. But the episode overall I thought was actually very well done. I think this is one of the most consistent series from the season. The comedy stays good throughout all the episodes. Animation still is yet to dip. If anything, the facial expressions got better this episode. And really, I'm just having a lot of fun with this series. I mean, I think I'm definitely going to be checking out the manga, not because I need to see oh, this needs to have an ending, because really this isn't a type of series that needs an ending. It's one of those, the more episodes you get, the more fun you get to have, but there isn't necessarily a stopping point that I want to see, though I do just want to see these characters more than the 12 or 13 episodes that we're going to be getting here. So I'm going to be checking out the manga when this definitely ends. But this was another really solid episode. I have fun each and every week. This is really just such a breath of fresh air in the comedy department. It's so fun, it's so entertaining, and just I like how they introduce the new elements, even if it was a small minor one, showing that there is a negative effect for them not acting like the way they should for the places that they belong, the angels and the demons. I thought this was another great episode, but I'd be interested to hear, what are people thinking about Gabriel DropOut? Love it, hate it? How did you find the return of the coffee shop owner? Because I know a lot of people are enjoying that character, similar to myself. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and before you leave, hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.